One of the nice things about the TI nSpire is that you can copy and paste just like you can do on a computer. So let's say we just did the set of computations and we decided that we really didn't want to have 5 squared plus 12 squared, but we needed 6 squared plus 12 squared. So if you arrow up, you can scroll back through previous calculations, and now we have 5 squared plus 12 squared highlighted. If we hit enter, that'll paste that expression onto the next entry line. You can also highlight up and then hit Control C for copy and Control V for paste. You can also do Control Z for undo and Control Y for redo. So now we have 5 squared plus 12 squared on the entry line, but we want to edit it so that it will be 6 squared plus 12 squared. So we can arrow left until we get to the 5. Then we can hit the delete key, which will delete the 5. We can hit the 6, and then we can go ahead and hit enter. And now we have the new calculation. So I encourage you to use the copy and paste features on the calculator. Another thing that's nice about the TI nSpire is that you can use the last answer in subsequent computations. So if we wanted to do a more complicated expression, we wanted to evaluate -8 squared times 2 minus 1, we can break that up into multiple steps. So the first thing that I want to do is enter the -8, and negative, what I'm pointing to here is actually the minus sign for subtraction. The negative is under or just to the right of the decimal point. So I'm going to go ahead and put in parentheses. So parentheses, then we're going to put -8. And then we can go ahead and just hit enter. And now if we want to square it, we can go ahead and just hit the x squared key, which will automatically square the previous answer. And you can see it says A and S here. So we're doing -8 squared. I can hit enter. And then the next thing that we want to do is multiply by 2. So we can just do times 2, and it automatically pastes the previous answer. And then we can hit enter. So we're going to do 64 times 2. And the last step would be to subtract 1. So I'm going to use the minus key, -1, and hit enter. And now we get the result, which is 127, which you can see in the packet. And last thing about the last answer is if we look at the control and then the negative sign above that in blue, you'll see A and S. So anytime you want to paste the last answer, you're going to hit control and the negative sign, and then we'll have the previous answer pasted in.